if you take a look at the market, you can see how important it is for a big company to be part of the retail business. You have Amazon leading that, huge. But you also have Facebook with the marketplace, the little eBay of them, and you also have Facebook for Business. So they're definitely getting their share in the market. And now we have Instagram, where you can shop there online too. So how could Twitter start participating in the retail business and get their share of the market? Well, Twitter could easily implement a shop filter, right? But that's the same thing that everybody's doing. So how can we do something cooler, better, more innovative, and easier? But also something that could help the suppliers. You see a lot of suppliers, a lot of business, they spend a lot of money in ads, and they don't really get a return. Either because they don't know how to advertise on that particular place, in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, or maybe because the internet is just overflowed with content and it's just really hard to get visibility. And also on the top of that, maybe something that can start recovering that personal contact with the supplier. Because the more that technology evolves, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you really don't gain contact with anyone. You go there, you select your products, there's a payment process. If you want to contact them, you send them an email. But so how do we do that? Well, what if we could trigger all of that with a single tweet?
Hello people. So my awesome teammates, Luis, Ujaz, Sharaf, and Abhav and I have worked on this idea that Luis has introduced you to. Well, what if you want wine on a weekend, and instead of searching around on the net or in your locality for reliable suppliers, you could be approached by a reliable supplier? All you have to do is sit back and tweet something with exclamation mark wine in it, and make sure your location is attached to it. Well, then you will be contacted by a supplier who would sell the product to you. But how do you make sure the supplier is reliable? Well, suppliers have to affiliate themselves with Twitter and register themselves in this web app we are working on, which is called Tweet Market. Moreover, with the sentiment analysis feature that we have included in our product, the suppliers will get to know how people are talking about their product. Well, how is it profitable for Twitter? So instead of spending a huge amount of money on ads, suppliers could give a small portion of the profits they make to Twitter as a thank you. So now how are we planning on bringing this idea to life? Well, here's just a small demo for you.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Tweet Market. Let's get you registered as a business and make your first Tweet Market account. First, we're gonna start logging in with your Twitter account. We're going to authorize Twitter to use Tweet Market. We're gonna go on with the register flow. Where is your business located? For me, it's Atlanta. And what do you sell? Wine, of course. Let's confirm this.
After the login authorization happens, after the supplier registers where it's from and the product he sells, that's added to our database. So if we run a query, we can see his name, his product, and his location. And back to you, Charv.
So to show that this works, I'm gonna write a quick tweet about me wanting some wine, of course, and adding my location, Atlanta. And let's see how the database handles that and what happens in the home feed of the business. Back to you.
Yeah. So what that?
All right. So to prove that this all works quite well, I'm gonna write a tweet. Could I get some wine? And I'm gonna add my location, Atlanta. Could I get some wine? And the location will be Atlanta. And with that, we will show how the backend is receiving this tweet and how we can eventually display it on the home feed. So let's tweet this. Yes, cool. It's tweeted.
Okay, and then just to confirm, I'm gonna go to his profile, and he's right there. Could I guess some wine 9 seconds ago? So the streaming here that is running should have catched that, and it did, and it did a request send, which sent to our database. And if you do a query on our request and run that, the last one, could I guess some wine by Chevron, wine, his name, and the city and the date, the time that was requested. And now he can show that for us in the home feed of the supplier that sells wine.
Here it is, the tweet I just posted. For me, as a businessman.